Hey guys, it's Tinker Taylor here today, bringing you back another Pokemon Build series video. Today we have Drowzee, who is a psychic type Pokemon. It's also described as a hypnosis Pokemon, and it kind of, I don't know, it's gonna sound weird, but it's got a really short elephant trunk nose thing, and a little goofy, sleepy expression. It looks like it's about, like, you know when the Sims kind of haven't slept enough and they kind of fall over and go to sleep? That's kind of what this Pokemon looks like it's in the middle of doing. It's got its hands up in the air like it's about to fall over and fall asleep. And it's yellow from the waist up, but from the waist down, it's got like, I don't know, like weird, it's a wiggly pattern where the yellow stops and this, it's like a brown-grey starts, and then it's got two little yellow claws as toes, I guess. And it's been described as a Pokemon that can put you to sleep, and it can sense what dreams you are dreaming, because apparently it eats dreams. And it senses what dreams you're dreaming to know whether or not it'd be a good dream to eat, I guess. And yeah, being able to like put someone to sleep and dealing with dreams and stuff like that, it kind of reminds me of the BFG, the book specifically, not the movie. I've not seen the movie. Maybe I will. I'll give it a go. There's I think 2 movies. There's one from 2016 and one from earlier than that. And yeah, I kind of want to maybe give it a little bit of a watch because it was a good book as a kid. I remember that. And yeah, it just, because it deals with dreams and whatnot, it kind of reminded me of the BFG. And so I thought, yeah, why not build like a little cottage for the BFG? And that's kind of what I ended up doing. And I'm not much of a cottage builder. It's really not my thing. I feel very, very uncomfortable with it because it's not my style and I'm not really sure what I'm ever doing. But I thought I would give it a go. And I did have a lot of fun with it. So yeah, definitely let me know your thoughts down below on this build because, again, I had so much fun with it and I think, I don't know, it's good. It's good when you can kind of get into a style that you're not very comfortable with and get into it and give it a go and try it out and feel okay with it. So yeah, that's kind of how this build went. Now, if you're looking for that sort of challenge like that, where it does encourage you to do a build that you're not really confident in, you're not really sure of, I definitely recommend checking out my A to Z challenge. I run that challenge from July till December every year, and each week starting from July, you get a new letter and you do a build or cast creation based on that letter. And there's only really 2 rules / guidelines. One is a rule, one is more of a guideline. The rule is no CC if you're officially participating. If you're not officially participating, there's not really any rules. You do whatever you want, really. But yeah, if you are participating, no CC. That's like a hard and fast rule. And the other one is you can participate in as little or as many of these builds or cast creations as you want. So if you only want to do, I don't know, 3 letters, then only do 3 letters. It's absolutely up to you. I know not everybody can commit to a 26-week challenge, but think of it more as 26 one-week challenges that are just one after the other for 6 months of the year. And also the last 4 letters, W, X, Y, and Z, are all basically anywhere in December and January. I know I said it goes to December, but technically it goes to January because I give you 2 months for those last 4 letters. I know like the end of the year is super busy for a lot of people. There's quite a number of holidays around that sort of time to get prepared for and whatnot. With not even just like specific holidays, but a lot of businesses are either really ramping up in the lead up to some of these holidays, but also some people don't work during those holiday times, even if you don't celebrate those holidays, so you're spending time with your loved ones. So yeah, it's I get that it's a very busy time, and I also do understand that June can be a very busy time. I forgot to close my door, so if you can hear it creaking in the background, I apologize. But yeah, I do know June can be a very busy period as well, because a lot of companies have their end of financial year in June. Another popular one is also in December. So yeah, look, it's kind of a moment where it's very busy. It's very all over the shop, all over the place. And if you don't have the time for it, that's why I kind of extended it into January. And it's the end of January as well, because I share these builds in February. And yeah, it is a lot, but it's also a lot of fun. And I do participate in this challenge myself, but I do it in February. So if you do have a look at the builds I've done in February, you'll notice A, they have CC, and B, I've done them in one entire month rather than over 26 days. And I don't know, that's just kind of how I do it. So yeah, if you wanna participate, definitely check it out. I'll be starting to plan it soon. I did just recently get a jury duty notice, so I will probably do it after I attend whatever trial I have been assigned to. There'll be plenty of time for me to organise it from then on, but yeah, I'll definitely not only organise what you guys need to do and like all the hashtags and giving you ideas and things like that, but also what I'm going to be doing, because I'm going to be starting my build at the same time. So every week I will be starting a new build, not necessarily finishing it, but hopefully finishing it. Ideally, I will be dedicating one whole stream to these builds a week. So one stream a week I will do a build, and then the other two, I do 4 streams a week. I'll do another sim stream for sure, because I do have a lot of sim stuff to do, but the third one will either be Sims or co-working, and then the last one will be some sort of variety game. So we'll have lots of sim stuff going on, a minimum of 2 a week, if not 3. And then yeah, there's just either co-working or variety game. I do really enjoy co-working, but I also do enjoy taking a break from the Sims and just having fun. And at the moment, I'm not able to do that because of the jury duty. I basically have to do 15 builds in the next 7 days to get ahead, which is not impossible, but it's very, very tight with time. It's manageable if I keep on top of things, if I don't get distracted. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been a little bit distracted today, but I feel like I'm actually getting into the groove of things now, and we can sit down and really smash out some work. So yeah, I don't know, I'm having a lot of fun with it, and yeah, but also if you guys, for the challenge, you don't have to start, like, you know, in July, you don't have to do the build in July, it's just due by July. So if you want to get started on builds now, again, you don't have to participate in every week, but I know there are people out there who do, and I know that they are very busy in life, and so yeah, if you want to get started now, absolutely fine with that. I have zero problem with you guys getting a head start. And yeah, when you basically when you finish the challenge, you just have to make sure it's entered at the appropriate time. I'm trying to set up a little Notion page so that you guys can just click on that and see what week we're up to, find all the ideas there, and have the proper like countdown, so you know when it is. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, if you guys are interested in that, definitely, at the moment it's all in my Instagram, like all the stuff that's happened previously, all the old ideas and whatnot, but again, I'm trying to have it be on a Notion page, so that you guys basically just click on the link and it takes you there, and you know, if you don't have certain social media, you don't have to worry about going to that social media and whatever. The uploads will be all on the gallery. I do know that sometimes the gallery does eat posts and things like that, So do definitely feel free to share if you do share on social media or on like, you know, like Instagram or Reddit or whatever. That's all a-okay as well, because I'll definitely check those things out. Like I'll check out the links, not the links, the hashtags as best I can. And yeah, we'll have a little look at touring some of these in February next year. So that's when I do the tour dates, because it gives me time to kind of put it all together. And yeah, also once I get closer to the time, I'll probably make this a bit more clear, but it'll probably be easier if you have a specific lot you want me to look at the Sims on. Definitely chuck that in the description. And the Sims I will probably just look at in CAS. I currently don't have any CAS kits. If it is a build and CAS kit, yes, I have it. But my aim is to get all of the CAS kits by February next year, which, you know, that's, I don't know, 8 months away. So I've got heaps of time to do that. So yeah, definitely check that out. Do the thing. And yeah, I don't know, it's fun and exciting, and I do really love this challenge. So yeah, like I said, if you guys want to get involved, definitely check it out. And yeah, again, I will try and make it as many different places to find it as possible, so that, you know, you don't have to come running to videos and listen through and hope that I talk about it. I will try and put it in community posts here on YouTube. I'll try and put it on Instagram. If you're a part of my Discord, it's over there. I'll probably share it over there. But yeah, the Notion page is probably going to be the #1 place. I'll probably link that in my, like, about me over on my, like, on here on YouTube. On the About Me page there. I'll also put it in my Twitch About Me, so that if you guys are ever wondering, those are all places you can find it. I just have to actually put that together and figure out how it works. So yeah, it's definitely something I'm gonna have a little look into. And I've already started to make it, so I've already figured out how I kind of want to set it up. I just have to finish setting it up. And yeah, all of the old like all the entries that have previously happened will be entered over there, so that you can kind of go through and find some ideas, and also find other builders. So if you see someone, or also CAS creators, so if you see people that you're like, oh, like I really like what they've done, you can find new people to have a look at. Because some of the people who have entered do stream over on Twitch, do have Instagram accounts, and also YouTube as well. So yeah, it's definitely a fun thing where I get to like share it all with you guys. Also, again, apologies if you hear the creaking of the door in the background, but you probably can't hear it over my neighbour, who is, for the second day in a row, mowing his lawn, I guess. I don't know, I guess he did his backyard yesterday, now he's doing his front yard. He spends hours upon hours mowing the tiniest patch of grass I've ever seen in my life. I don't know how he does it, but his grass does look good. I'll give him that. So yeah, long story short, if you're interested in participating in that challenge, definitely keep an eye out for it. The link should be there. If it's not by July, definitely yell at me, please. And I will let you know in the comments where it ends up. Because I want to do. Let's try that again. I do want to make it as accessible as possible to as many people as possible. So, you know, again, if you don't have social media, Notion is not a social media. It's just a page where think of it as like a website. It's not a website, but it's a website. And you can access it on the web, like on whatever search engine you use. It should show up. So yeah, that's kind of that whole series, and I'm kind of excited for that. But I do have to come up with ideas of my own, and, you know, a schedule for everything, because it's gonna be a lot to do these Pokemon builds and also that. But yeah, look, long story short, the way I justified it in my head last time I did this, I did not finish. I didn't even start any of the. I started maybe half of them by the time this series actually started, and so I was very overwhelmed, and I ended up losing a few builds thanks to crashes and things like that. So this is a way for me to hopefully not have to deal with that. And I have talked about in the past fixing up my PC, and it looks like I'm going to be able to do that in the near future. There's some things that have happened that have kind of made, like, pushed that forward, which I'm very, very grateful for, and hopefully that means no more crashing of my game, no more crashing of OBS, and maybe even being able to do some cool things on stream and things like that. So yeah, I don't know, very excited for that. We just have to see if these things actually work out the way I hope them to. So yeah, I don't know, it's definitely something curious and interesting, and I don't know, I just hope it all sorts out. Because yeah, working with CC, that's because again, I use CC for this challenge, even though I told you guys not to. Look, I break all rules when it comes to shells. It's an accidental habit. But also I'm not officially participating, so I'm fine with that. And like I said, if you guys are not officially participating, you can obviously use CC. It's just I won't be able to tour your build or look at your CAS creations, because I 100%, I did find out recently I do have CAS CC, but it is like a t-shirt and one of the full outfits where it comes as a full thing rather than a separate clothing items. And yeah, so it's that one was kind of not intentional. It came as a part of a CC pack, I guess. Not necessarily a pack, but just like a group of things. That was A, gameplay, B, build by, and C, CAS. So it was a bit of everything. Which again, not intentional. Did not want that stuff. It was just for actually the arcade build I did in February this year. So yeah, I gotta find new CC. Well, maybe not new CC, but just new ideas for what I want to build. Because some of the builds that I did this year were absolutely amazing, and I definitely want to continue doing some really, really beautiful builds using CC. I mean, I also want to do beautiful builds without CC. This whole build series with the Pokémon has no CC, and I'm definitely trying to make some really, really nice builds. Also some really gross, disgusting, grungy builds too. Like, I want to do a bit of everything. So yeah, if you want to see different kinds of builds all the time, that is absolutely what I do. I don't really have a style that I stick to. I try a bit of everything, and yeah, I don't know, it's kind of fun and interesting to kind of approach these different things, you know. I don't want it to just be the same old. So yeah. But yeah, we are getting pretty close to the end of this video here. I just go do some last minute landscaping. I do a lot of landscaping in this build, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. I don't know, for months I've been complaining about my landscaping, and now I'm finally getting to a point where I'm like, maybe I know what I'm doing. Maybe. It's still a maybe, but I'm mixing 2 packs now. I used to just work with 1 pack, and now I'm working with 2, and I'm mixing and matching items together. Do you know how, like, that might not seem like exciting to you guys, but to me, that is just mind-blowing that I'm doing that. I am picking them myself together and making them work together. It makes me feel very happy. I feel like I am getting to a point where I don't even have to restrict my gardening, which I'm very excited about. But anyway, we are pretty much at the end of this video here. If you liked my build or my blabbering, or you want to see more stuff like this, make sure to subscribe. I do a video pretty much every single day, just not in February. February I only do 26 because of the whole A to Z challenge thing, but yeah. Till then, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys!